welcome back to Crafters TV. Look, it's changed behind me. We've moved studio. We are now back in our main studio. So welcome to a fun afternoon of crafting. And we've had to change team as well. We've still got our Dean in the gallery, but we've now got, he says good day, we've now got our Charlotte with us for the rest of the day. She says hi too. And Lily has got lots of other jobs to do. She's got her day job too, so she's gone off to do that. And I am joined by the one and only, what was it you said, Mr. what? Lard.
Mr. Laird.
Mr. Laird.
Yes.
In joke, Craig. He's here. Good afternoon, Craig.
Oh, good afternoon. I will fill you in on that. We were just talking about, you know, when you get the nuisance calls at home for the internet or the telephone or that, whenever they phone me, they always ask to speak to Mr. Laird. And then I just wind them up and just keep saying, no, not Mr. Laird. Yes, Mr. Laird. It's like, no, Mr. Laird. So that was a little in-joke there. Yeah, we're having a right little rant there before we went live.
We were, weren't we?
We really, really were. Right, here we go, launch day. Now, this is another continuation when it comes to, of course, our Halloween week. What we're doing within this launch, we're kind of splitting it, but within one. And what I mean by that is this collection, you're going to be able to do some Christmas, and some Halloween as well. These are all about this super, super cute treat boxes, character treat boxes. You've got your Santa Claus, you're going to be able to do the little cheeky elf, but you're going to be able to do them onto maybe your boxes. You know, you're going to be able to use them flat as card blanks if you want to, but not only that, you are then also going to be getting your snowman as well. And I say getting, you're going to get the elements to create these characters here. Now, that's very well when it comes to Christmas, but then we've got Halloween, and that's what we're all about at the moment. Now, you're going to get everything that you need that Corinne's going to show you just shortly. You've got the pumpkin, you've got the little black cat, and then you've got the little spider as well. Now, when it comes to the treat boxes, you don't just have to use them in that treat box for them, because you do get a template to go with them, but then you can have them flat. You can be creative. Did you get your All Hallows Eve collection? Did you get the incredible brand new launch with the Halloween nesting dies that Corrine launched yesterday? Incredible samples. Why not start to tie them all in together? But you're going to be able to use these in many ways. You've got the linen cardstock, which, can I just say, I've stocked up on abundance of the pads because they've got in gorgeous colours, not just for Christmas and Halloween. Lots and lots of ways that you can use them, Corrine. We're going to have lots and lots of fun as well.
I think we are. We're going to look at that deal in a minute, because not only have I got the most amazing showstopper for you, but I've got a bonus buy. But first, I want to show you something else. This is our Weekday Wonder. Now, we always launch a Weekday Wonder on a Monday morning, and it lasts until midnight on Friday night, and this is it today. Now, I don't think this could be timed any better than this week, because this week we have got so many die collections coming out, and you know, giving you lots and lots of new dies. So what do you need when you get all your new dies? You need die storage. Maybe you're going to have one of these. You could have one of these for your treat boxes. You could have one of these and call it Christmas and have different Christmas ones. So maybe some of your nesting dies, or your, like you say, your templates or something else, you know, other Christmas. Or maybe you're going to have one just for Halloween, and yesterday's nesting dies are going to go in there. Today's treat box dies are going to go in there. All of those. So it's up to you. So I would say stock up on as many of these as you could afford while it's on such a good price. What you're going to get is, we call this the small die storage, but actually it's the one I prefer, because I find that when you go up to the big A4, it gets a tad heavy. Gets a little bit heavy, whereas this one is a really nice size. I've got 3 of these on the go at the moment: flowers, sentiments, and sort of nesting dies all together. So what you're going to get is, you're going to get this. It's got the 3 rings in here. Now, if you look at this, how wide this can go, you're going to get a lot of magnetic sheets and dies in here. You're going to get 2 packs of the magnetic sheets, so that's going to give you 6 sheets in total. They're already punched with the holes, as you can see in this one here. They've got the holes. Oh, that's not showing up very well, but they are in there, promise you. So 6 are going in. I reckon magnetic storage sheets, you'd easily get 9, you might get 12 in. Try it with 9 once they're full of dies, see how it goes. Now, this is a brilliant folder Your zip comes all the way around. It is reinforced. You've got the reinforced all the way around the outside. You've got the handle on here with the double stitching, so you know that everything's not going to drop out. It's wipe clean, so it's going to stay really nice. Now, the combined price for the folder and the 6 sheets should be $28.97 or $36.97, but not today. We're going to save 15%, and you're going to get these for $23.46. Or $29.94. But even better than that is your platinum price. You'll have saved £10.20 if you're platinum, and it's going to be £18.77 or $23.95. So that's a massive, where are we? $13.02 saving. So that is brilliant saving if you are platinum. And because it's a weekday wonder, I forgot to mention, double points. There you go. You're going to get double points on that as well. Okay, now, I think this is what you've been waiting for. This is today's launch. It's your die and stencil treat box. Now, I think, and I said this morning in Wake Up Call, I think the packaging is a bit misleading. You don't realise the extent of what you're going to get. So if I just pick up this one, which is the Christmas one, and turn it round, you will see that this one package has a snowman, it has Santa, and it has everything to make the elf as well, all in one package. So I just want you to think, it looks like you're getting Santa and the pumpkin, but you're not. What you're actually getting is the dies for the Santa head, the snowman head, and the elf head. Look at all of these. We were talking this morning what you could be making with these. We got a little toy soldier idea. We don't need to mention which people within crafters that everyone was saying the elf looked like this morning.
I'll tell you.
What?
No, I better not. I know what one's Ben.
Maybe.
Or I've got a funny feeling a lot of people will think that elf's me.
Maybe.
Yeah. Charlotte's just straight in the ear. Yeah.
There we go. But we were saying as well, the hats are interchangeable. So you're also going to get, oops, go that way. You're going to get your spider, your cat, and your pumpkin. But your spider could be wearing a wizard hat. He could have a Christmas hat. Because did you know there's an Eastern European folklore tale that says the origins of tinsel come from the spiders between the Christmas trees. There you go. So there is such a thing as a Christmas spider.
That actually makes sense, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it? You see, we're very educational here.
We are.
There is an Eastern European folklore all about the Christmas spider. So there you go. So now your spider could have Christmas hats on.
Still don't like them though, but...
Did you see Dean put out the spider from the kitchen earlier?
No.
I was on the phone, and all of a sudden I heard a scream behind me.
And
my daughter on the phone
me.
She went, "What was that?" I looked round, and it was Dean disposing very kindly. He did. He screamed and did a little... It was quite funny. Yeah. I'm sorry, Dean, you can't deny it because you did it. Yeah. I will give him his dues. It was quite a big spider.
Was it?
But yeah.
It gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Didn't handle that very well. Anyway,
I know they're important, they're key to the world, but still don't like them.
They are gorgeous, and you can have your Christmas spider if you want to. There you go. Now, that's not it. If you want to buy these individually, for that set is $24.99, and for that set is $24.99, if you want to. But if you buy this, you're also going to get, as part of the showstopper, your 30 sheets of linen cardstock. Now, this is absolutely brilliant, and our Craig has said how brilliant he finds this. Yes, you've got your fall, you've got your Christmas, you've got your Halloween colours in there. Absolutely brilliant. But do you know what? I think you're going to use this all year round. And can I just say, All Hallows Eve linen cardstock bundle sold out on launch day. This is going to go brilliantly with that as well. So there we go. So if you get this, you're going to get the 30 sheets, you're going to get Christmas, and you're going to get Halloween. For that amazing price today, £60 or $75. Now your platinum price is going to drop down even more, £48 or $60. Now I just want to show you, this is the showstopper. If you like the cardstock, you can take part in our, or invest in our bonus buy. Our bonus buy is the cardstock on its own. And you can see $14.99, $19.95. And that is the normal price for our A4 cardstock. The fact that you're getting 30 sheets, I think that price is phenomenal anyway. We're talking 50p a sheet, which is just brilliant. Your platinum price is going to drop down to $11.99 or $15.96. But put this into your basket or cart with the showstopper and that individual price is going to halve. That means that if you are a platinum member, this second pack of cardstock, so you're going to get your first one with the showstopper, your second pack is going to drop to £6, $8 for 30 sheets of A4 linen cardstock. I'm just saying, remember it has to be in the same transaction, it has to be in the same basket or cart. You can't come back in later tonight or tomorrow and go, actually, I want some more of the A4 cardstock. It'll be too late. You've got to get it in the same transaction. I'm just saying, I think these are amazing colours that you're going to use all year round. But if you are buying the showstopper for an extra £6 or $8, I think it would be worth putting an extra pack in. Okay, we'll keep reminding you of that deal through the show, but I just wanted to make that clear. I don't want you to check out without knowing that as well. There you go. So the details of the showstopper are coming back onto your screen. There you go. That was like I'd asked for that, wasn't it? £60, $75 or £48 or $60 if you are platinum. And our Craig is going to take us straight into his first demo with this amazing collection. And then we'll have a look at see, after he's done that, who has joined us today.
Awesome, thank you, Corrine. Brilliant. Right, let's start with the pumpkin. Let's start with the pumpkin here. Now, what I'm going to do with this one is we're going to do the base in the box from scratch, and then with the demonstrations throughout the rest of the show, I can then skip this part here because it is very, very simple, self-explanatory. But for the sake of it being a launch day, and for someone that is maybe completely new to crafting and wants to know exactly what you're going to do with these templates, all that you are going to do is draw around them. So go in with a pencil. I would recommend a pencil. You know, of course, you can use a pen if you want to, but I'm going to go all the way around, just going in with my pencil. And then these little indent lines here, we're going to go in, and then we're going to score these ones just afterwards. So going in with our pencil line, and then there is our basis for our little box. So what I'm then going to do is we're going to go in and we're going to cut all this away. Now, when it comes to anything that is all revolves around yourself cutting out, I would always recommend do what I do, or I like to do this. That is cut away a lot of this excess card first. Stops you from fighting with that surrounding cardstock. What we'd also say as well is if you are someone that's got something like a scan and cut, you can absolutely scan these ones in once you've drawn around them, and then you can then replace your scissors with the cutting blade on your cutting machines. So you can do that if you want. But all that I'm doing now is I'm just going in with my scissors. Now, we talk about quite a lot, all of us on the team, about cutting out, whether it's fussy cutting or simple cutting. Keep this hand moving with your cardstock. This hand stays still. All you're doing is the closing action. So you're guiding your cardstock with your left hand, or of course right hand, if you're right-handed, and then I'm closing. So the only part of my right hand that's moving is my fingers, where I am closing the scissors, and then I'm just guiding around with my left hand. Notice as well, I don't go right to the point of my scissors. I wait till I'm close, and then I continue. I open and continue. And then all these little bits, what I will do is I come back to afterwards. I let myself get that outer surround all nicely cut, all trimmed away, and then of course we can then finish these little bits. So following around, closing the scissors in your hand, but moving your left hand. Follow that all the way around. You can, if you want, to use your craft knife. It's whatever you find easiest to be using. but we're just going to go into there. Usually at home, for something like this, even something quite big and substantial, I'll still always use my smaller scissors, but it is a bit quicker. Yeah, I'll always just use my smaller scissors and go all the way round. But just because we are live, it is a bit quicker to go in and do them with our larger scissors. I was just about to
ask you whether the largest scissors, because I would go in with the largest scissors, you see.
Yeah, you do get a lot more of a running cut, and there's less chance of you kind of getting the little snip points within your cardstock. But as long as you don't go in and snip, and it's very, very, very hard to get your little rough sniff points with our scissors. And what I mean by that is some of your low standard scissors, I would say, if you go to the tip, you're left with a little toe and nick right at the tip there. So to avoid anything like that, instead of going right to the tip, just stop and then continue. It's something I do anyway, even although with our scissors, if you did go to that snip point at the end, it's very, very rare that you'll get that little harsh little snip line, but it's just a nice little tip. I'm just going to go in and I'm just going to then follow that bit in here, taking away all that excess cardstock first, and then it just gives myself a lot more ease of cutability by going into the surrounding teeny tiny little bits. And then what we can then do is then we can come along with our scoreboard, and we are simply going to be scoring these. So I'm going to go in with my scoring tool. And as I say, I'm doing this on this first demonstration, and then the rest of the demos throughout the show, what I'll do is I'll just eliminate this part, because the whole part of this one, whatever character you use, if you're using and creating the box, then of course it's exactly the same way. And what you can do as well, a lot of them I actually do with my white multi-purpose, but this is just to show that you can do this with the linen cardstock that is included. And it's a nice way as well just to then have that flow of colour all throughout your box.
I'll show you a good deal in a bit on some white multi-purpose cardstock as well.
Oh, have we got a good one, have we?
We have.
Can't wait to hear that, because I need to stock up on some more myself. But it is a good basis for your boxes, certainly when it comes to the characters.
Yeah, then you can save your linen for the decoration.
Absolutely, yeah. In all honesty, Corrine, would I use my linen cardstock all the time for these box bases? No, because I'm a Scotsman, so I'm stingy. Do you know what I mean? I like the best for my money. But it is good to show that if you are wanting to sell these and you want to sell them at a premium price, then why not make them out the linen cardstock? Because of course you're then going to have that. Well, you're tying it all together. Because as you can tell, we're going to go with the pumpkin. So I've just taken my eraser there and just rubbed out the lines, and then I'm just lightly to start with going in and folding in with my just with my fingers. Just get them in the direction that I want to go in. Then I'm going to come in with my bone folder here and just give it a really, really nice burnish. So we're going to go into each side here. We're then just going to press, work this one in. And this template, this is a template for this style of box. So you can be so creative as well. If you've got other larger dies, Corrine, that you want to then incorporate with this little box, of course, you can absolutely do that.
Exactly, so yeah, it's really handy to have, isn't it? And you're going to have two identical templates if you buy the showstopper, aren't you?
Well, that's it. Exactly, that's it. And, you know, maybe you won't necessarily use two of them, but if you are batch making, and I do say this quite a lot, I know predominantly most of you at home don't make to sell, but there is some that do. So it just speeds it up that little bit more. Or maybe, and I talk about this quite a lot, I know so many love to get the kiddies involved or the grandkiddies involved. They could have their own little template set.
Exactly.
Anything like that. If you duplicate or you multi-buy on certain items, it's always nice to think, right, let's get a little crafty case together for the kiddies, and then that could be theirs for maybe a birthday present or Christmas present, their own little crafty trolley, crafty case full of goodies. But I'm just going to go in, I'm just choosing to use my red liner tape just as a little bit of a change, only because I do tend to use my tacky glue a lot, which you can do, but I just thought let's show you either your tacky glue, which I'm sure I'll use within the show, or your other good one is a red liner tape. And when it comes to assemble this, what I do, Corrine, is I always look at that top bit there of the fold, and then I bring this in. I'm going to turn it around so that you can see. So once again, there is the tip, the corner. So what I do is I have that just so it's at the edge of my circular pumpkin.
So you're making the biggest box you possibly can?
Absolutely, yeah. So once again, I'm just popping that one in. Now you can go further in if you want to, but to get the biggest aperture part of my box, I then just have it just so. It's just peeping just at the edge, just there. I'm going to do exactly the same within this one, so I can do it in this direction as well, because I want to make sure that I don't have any of that top part sticking out, and we can see we've got our little box. You can see it's a perfect box all the way around. The reason as well I've done it within the orange is so that with the sides, the base, it's all flowing in that same colour. So I'm just going to press that in to make that a little bit sturdier, and then what we're then going to do, I'm going to be using my MIDI for these, and simply because I think this is one, and I'm going to keep referring back to ideas with the kiddies or the grandkiddies, this is something that they're going to love. And of course our Gemini machines are suitable for kiddies to use. But if they've got their own little MIDI machine, you know, they're going to be able to come along. They've got their own set with their own little template. You've got your template. They've got theirs. You can then be using your G2. They can be using, of course, things such as their MIDI if you want to. And it's the size of these. You can see that I'm getting lots of these components, Corrine, all on my Gemini mini folder. I keep saying mini, it's the Gemini MIDI. And then you've also got what is the eyes and the mouth of our pumpkin. So I'm just going to go in and just going to then tape and secure them down. I'm just going to bring in my MIDI. Of course, if you're using your Gemini, then you just need to then use your Gemini plates. Run this one through. And then I've brought in some of my water reactive inks, because we can start to enhance these if you want. You don't have to, but you've got that option. I'm just going to go in, I'm just going to pop my little eyes out. This is going to be great. You know, if you've got like googly eyes and stuff like that, how fun would that be? But let's bring in my little leaf. So we're going for that autumn and fall sort of feel with the colours. But we're going to go in with the pumpkin on this one here. So what I'm going to do is let's go in with a little bit of orange water reactive, and I'm just going to tint the edges. And because it's linen, you've got that texturous feel, but then what it is it's been picked up within your water reactive as well. So we're just going to go around, just enhancing the edges. If you want to make them that little bit deeper, you can do. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with one of my classic pens. The classic pen that I'm going to go with is the GB6. So that one is your yellow-brown. And then all that I'm going to do is I'm just going to have a look, and then I'm just going to kind of follow some of these indentation lines along the base just here. So I'm just going to go in. So that one, I'm going to go into the side there. That one, I'm just going to come up. That one, I'm just going to come up to the top. That one, I'm just going to come down. I'm just going to come down.
So you're not quite joining them up? But
I'm not quite joining them up. No, I just want to create that little bit of curvature. And then even just to add just a little bit of shaping at the top. And then what I'm just going to do is just go back in. I want to make that a little bit darker around the edges. And remember, some of this that you're not going to see, depending on how you build your character. And what I mean by that is I could have got away with maybe not doing that because we're probably not going to see it. But it's just a nice way. Just start to be creative and go with the flow that you want. And then if you do little steps that you don't in the end actually see, it doesn't really matter. It's just about having that fun. So go in, I'm going to go in with my eyes first. So you can then go along. So do you want them so it's nice, happy, smiley? You can then go in a little bit closer with the mouth further up. You can then go further down at the side there. Maybe we can try what Dean's just asked and said, oh, we've got a sad pumpkin. So sad. It's actually clutching at my heart there. Charlotte's like, turn it back round, I don't like that. But
it works though, doesn't it?
It does work, doesn't it? Does work indeed. And that's it, depending on how you look, it's just a bit, it's like a Sunday morning after he's been out in the town, doesn't it? But then that's it, you're going to get a completely different look. And who would have thought that 3 little die cuts would give you a completely different look depending on how you position them. And then I'm just going to hold that down. I'm using my tacky glue now for these. So let's just pop that one in, hold that one in. You can come in with your little white gel pen as well if you want to, or if you do have your googly eyes, you can then come along and use the googly eyes. What I'm going to do is, before I start to assemble it onto my little box, I've got some more of the leaves that I've already cut, and you can, if you want to, go around with, this one's just your grasshopper, and tint the edges as well against your cardstock. So here's a couple that I've done there. The yellow here, I've just gone around the edges with a little bit of sandstorm, and the reds I've gone around with a little bit of the Chinese red. And then as I go into here, what I'm going to do is let's take my glue once again. So I'm going to go down one side to start with, and then let's go in with one of our leaves and have that just sticking out. I'm then going to go in with my yellow and have that one sticking out, and then we can then go in with the green and have that one sticking out. So I'm just going to then just hold for that to grab, and then I'm going to do exactly the same on the opposite side. So let's go in with the same colours here. So let's go in with the red. Could be like a little divil, couldn't it, with the red leaves at the top there, if you leave them just red on their own. And then going to go in with the yellow, holding that one in, pinching that one in underneath. You could shape these as well if you want to. Hold that. We're then just going to come in with the green one again. Let's bring that one in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay that flat now. I've got that one. I've already die cut one of the little stalks, and that one I'm going to go in to here. So I'm going to have them side by side. So I'm just going to use a little bit of my glue here. I'm then just going to pop that one in, pop that one on, press that for a wee moment or two. What I'm then going to do, just so I've got a wee bit of additional height, which you don't need to worry about this, because of course we're turning it into a box, so it's going to have that construction height to it. But just to add that little bit of dimension, so I don't need that one on the top just there. I only need that one there. And then what I'm also going to do is I've just cut a little strip, and in actual fact, before I stick that down, let's put that to the side. What I'm going to do, on the back of my scissors here, I'm just going to give that a bit of a twirl. I'm just going to cut that in half. I'm then just going to take, where's my smaller pokey tool? I'm just going to go in, and then I'm just going to start to twirl that around. And then that one, I'm just going to make that a bit shorter. This one, I'm going to come in, throw my glue tub about.
Oh, so you're proper throwing that around.
Totally throwing it about. I'm on the caffeine today, that's why, Corrine. Full of the caffeine. Let's go in. I'm just going to then shape that one a wee bit more, twist the cardstock. We're just manipulating it, make that a bit shorter. That one, I'm just going to add my little bit of tacky glue into there. This one, I'm just going to add bit of tacky glue there, press into place, and then all that I need to do is come back in with my little box here, and then to make it easier, because I want this surface to be full of adhesive, instead of gauging it on that side, I'm just going to come along, I'm going to use my tacky glue for this one, I'm just going to add a nice little layer all the way around. Make sure we've got a little bit of coverage inside. And then I'm just going to have that parallel along the bottom. But because we've done the box orange, it doesn't matter that we see part of the box, because it's all just going to then flow in together. And then from scratch, the other demos will go direct into the character, but from scratch, that's how you can do one of the little boxes with the template, and then you've got your cute little pumpkin. So little treats. What about Halloween parties? Put something heavy in there, and that can hold down your helium balloons if you want to.
Oh, that would be lovely, wouldn't it?
Table placement, anything like that. They're super cute.
Oh, I like that idea. Your balloon holders. That is absolutely brilliant. So if you want that, if you want the showstopper and you want to be able to do Christmas and Halloween, then you need to get this bundle here, and that's going to give you 3 Christmas boxes and the 3 Halloween boxes and your 30 sheets of linen cardstock. Today's price, £60, $75, but your platinum price is even better, £48 or $60. Brilliant. Don't forget, I'll always keep reminding you, if you put in an extra cardstock, you are going to get that as a platinum price at £6 or $8 because it will be half price. I'm just going to say hello to everyone because I didn't get a chance this earlier. We've got hello from Lois in Ohio. Carletta says hello everyone from Arkansas. Jessica Stricker is hi everyone from a hot southern Illinois. Oh wow, really warm. Stephen Nicholl says afternoon everyone. Lynn Harvey, hi Corrine Craig, the amazing CTV team and everyone. We say hello too. Barbara R is hello from Indiana. Rhonda, hello, Corrine Craig, CTV team, crew, Team Social, and all my lovely crafty peeps from a very steamy hot oak park near Chicago. Wow. Sarah Ibbetson's in from Arkansas. Tess on YouTube says, yay, hello, Craig. I love watching you launch holiday projects. Oh, and she says, Corrine, you're looking lovely. Well, that's very kind of you.
It's a lovely top you've got on, Corrine.
Everyone likes this top. I think it's just bright and clean. I wear it for work now. Once I've worn for work, it doesn't get worn everywhere else, you see. So it's a work one now. We've got Deborah says, greetings from Texas. She's listening while cooking hubby's birthday breakfast. He's 65 today. Well, happy birthday to your hubby, Deborah. Oh, my hubby was 65 back in June. Diane Cadman says, hiya and good afternoon, everyone. Gilmore is hello to everyone. So is Vanessa in Florida. Sandra Dunder says, was it a big hairy spider, Corrine? Yes, it was large. Dean, was it a big hairy spider? It wasn't hairy, but it was big. There we go. Kirsty D says she's had phone calls from friends to go to their houses to remove spiders. You did very well getting out of the kitchen, Dean, that's all I can say. On the idea of what else you could make with these, Donna Yam says, cute vampire, gingerbread man, or a princess.
Yeah, you could.
I mean, there's lots, like we said, soldier and all sorts. Tess says, they always put a crystal spider in their Christmas tree. You see, the Christmas spider. Carolyn Wilson has already bought the showstopper, didn't want to take a chance on missing it. Good morning from Florida. Well, good morning, Carolyn, and good shopping there. Denise says, I just love having Craig back on Crafters TV. Great tip to know, Craig. Thank you.
Welcome.
I'm not sure which one that one was, but we've done loads. Colleen says, morning all. Bonnie says, hi, Crafty Pete. She's just finished her Halloween order. Craig, it's not stingy, it's frugal, says Rhonda. Fred one says, greetings from California. Shadia's good morning. Corrine and Craig. Love this, Craig, says Colleen. Those eyes are so sad, even when he's smiling, says Sandra. Rosalind, question for you, Craig. Have you ever used the tri-blend on coloured cardstock for adding dimension?
Yes, quite often, and it's a really good thing to do, actually, yeah. Well, I kind of done it there with the Classique pens, so it's given that sort of form. So, yeah, you can still colour onto it. You're not always going to get that seamless blend like you would with Nina cardstock, but it's alcohol-based pen, so you can go into so many different mediums.
Yeah, brilliant. Mary Beth Dorr says, hi, everyone joining from Minnesota a bit late today. Don't worry, we all run a bit late. Linda Curran, someone else asked this question this morning. Can I use the dies on felt? Well, we decided this morning that yes, you can.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, felt? Felt will look brilliant, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. You know, felt, funky foam, anything like that. Did you also get with Corrine as well, the fibre embellishment? What about
we mentioned
for the
that.
spider, Santa's beard as well?
Yeah.
I would say if you do have a beard at home, guys I'm speaking to, of course, don't do what I done on Hobby Maker and try to be funny and put it up like that, because then you're just left with lots of strands. For the end of my shows yesterday with Rosie, I was just going like that off camera, trying to take it all out.
I took it out of the packet and that embellishment fibres and held it up, and it just kept stretching and stretching. It's quite. But we also were talking about glitter paste, faux snow, all your glitters. They'd all look brilliant on this. And this is what I'm saying. I love how Crafter's Companion, we keep bringing out all these little bits, and you get all these different bits all year round, and then all of a sudden, it's almost as if it goes wham, everything comes together, and it's very clever, very clever. Lynn Harvey says, I love the pumpkin. You can have so much fun just placing the faces. Pumpkin with cute curly hair, says Gilmore. Very cute pumpkin, Barbara. So very cute. Thank you, Craig, says Lois. This too cute box, says Vanessa and Sarah Ibbotson and Teresa Robinson Smith. Maggie says if you cut the eyes and mouth out of the pumpkin, you could put a tea light inside the box.
Of course you could.
That would work
Great
well.
Idea.
Adorable pumpkin treat box, says Colleen. Yes. Hoping that my showstopper ships fast. Can't wait to play with this one, says Charlotte. I think there's a lot of people feeling that. And hello, Corrine Craig, Susie and CC Crew, says Valerie. Brilliant. Hello. Okay. Right, hopefully I've caught up with everybody for a few minutes, because next, Craig was just using his Gemini MIDI. Everything that you're going to get in this bundle will go through your MIDI. Because the largest element, which is the actual box itself, is a stencil, so you don't need your die cutting machine. So your MIDI will take all of the dies, and as Craig showed you, it's actually going to do a lot of the dies in one pass. Did you see how quick it was? And what a dream it cut out of that linen cardstock. If you want that today, £69 or $109, $109.99. Or platinum price is £55.99 or $87.99. Lovely machine, manual machine. Really simple folder system for your dies. One plate for your 2D embossing folders, and your 3D embossing folders go straight through as well. Yeah, brilliant. Now, Craig didn't use these on that demo. He could use them on some other demos, but we were using them a lot this morning to be making ours, is your tape pens. I mean, the box is a bit uninspiring, isn't it? But this is your box of 12 permanent tape pens. Now, these should be $4.99 each. But today's price at £38 or $65 means that you're getting them for £3.16 each or $5.41 each. So you're going to get, I'm not going to get them all out, you're going to get 12 of your tape pens. Each one has 22 metres of strong adhesive on there. Top tip, slow and steady. Don't rush. Slow and steady with your tape pen, and you'll get right to the very end of that. Now, if you're platinum, it's going to go right down there to £30.40 or $52. Then that's going to work out at £2.53 per tape pen or $4.33 per tape pen. That should be $6.99, but you're going to get it for $4.33 if you're platinum. So that is an amazing saving. I think it's about 31% saving if you're platinum. So yeah, absolutely brilliant. Okay, so there's just some of the extra little bits that you might like to make your crafting easier. But this show is all about the new launch, the showstopper, and that's the most important thing. So as we showed you before, you're going to get your 2 stencils, you're going to get your 6 characters worth of dies, which is an awful lot of dies. Does it say on there? It doesn't say how many. Oh, it says 33 on one. Oh, I can't see what it says on here. Let me see what it says on here. And 31 on the other. So that's 30 and 32. 62 dies and 2 stencils. 62 dies for £60 or $75. That is brilliant value. Spider, cat, pumpkin. They're the ones that we can see in this collection. But I'm sure you're going to be able to come up with even more. Then the other one is your Christmas one, Santa, Snowman and your little elf. Again, look at these dies. What different shapes are you going to be able to come up with? What different characters? Now, you're not just getting the dies, you're also getting the cardstock, the linen cardstock, all 30 sheets of that in the 10 colours. 3 of each of the colours. Absolutely brilliant. So you're getting all of those lovely, lovely colours, and that's going to be all of that, if you're platinum, today, £48 or $60. Brilliant value. Don't forget, pop in an extra bonus buy of your cardstock and you'll get that for £6 or $8. They are perfect. So we have seen a Halloween one. Had to think about that then. So have you got a Christmas one for us, Craig?
No, I don't.
No, you don't? OK. Shall we go
I'm
home?
only joking. I'm only joking. Of course we do. You know, we've got to have a look. Yes, this is all about our Halloween event here at Crafters TV, but you're getting some of the Christmas ones as well. So let's dive straight in. Let's make Santa Claus. We need to do Santa Claus.
We do.
What I've already done is I've just layered up my configuration there with my dies and my cardstock while Corrine was going over all of that. Now, all of the cardstock I've used is within that linen bundle. The only exception I've used here is a little bit of silver for Santa's glasses.
Right.
So every colour, and that's the key thing as well, Corrine, with this showstopper. Every single colour of card that you need for the pumpkin, for the spider, for the cat, for Santa, for the snowman, for the elf, all shades are there. But if you want to come along and add your own shades of cardstock, if you want to ink them, for instance, Santa's beard here, we'll add a little bit of Misty Morning in a moment, but we've now got all of our elements here. Now, I say all of them. This isn't all of them for Santa. There's a lot of the bits I've got to the side of me here that we're just going to skip over because it's little detailed die cuts that we'll use, and I'll talk you through what they are for, but we don't need to see the die cut of every single part.
So if you were using the linen cardstock for your box, would you keep all the bits, because you're going to get so many extra elements out of that, out of the bits cut out, aren't you?
Yes, yeah, I would always keep the excess. You know, maybe you've got one of our stack and store box and you want to then divide all of your additional die cuts that are left over, and then you're going to then start to build up your own little stash. Maybe you've got that really, really frustrating bit box that we've all got and we just don't have the heart to chuck all the bits into the recycling bin or take them to the nursery or somewhere like that. These start to then just die cut using all your bit box. Think of this as well for a moment. If, let's say you do make and sell for your own personal profit or for charity, of course. Can you imagine if you make them all from the bit box? It's going to cost you pretty much nothing. Yeah. Then the comeback on the cost that you're going to bring in is going to be astronomical. But let's go in. So I've got lots of these bits cut here at the moment that we'll talk you through again in a moment as to what's what. What I have already done here is I've gone in and I've drawn around my template and I've done this onto our white multi-purpose cardstock.
Oh, I was going to give you a deal for that. I'll do that after this demo.
Yeah.
We'll do that after this one. We forgot about that.
Because what I would say, Corrine, is when it comes to making these ones beforehand, remember, as I was saying before, the way that I like to do it is when I fold in that little tip, I'll have just to that inner layer of my little treat box, and I do that with all the way around, bringing this one in as well. But when I've been playing with these the last couple of weeks, when I've been prepping bits, predominantly my gift boxes are out of our white multi-purpose cardstock.
Yeah, it makes your card go that bit further, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Now, this is absolutely fascinating, because obviously I did Wake Up Call this morning. You were busy, you didn't see Wake Up Call, I'm guessing.
No, I didn't.
And Lily built her faces, for want of a better word, onto the flat card box base before she assembled it. Now, I've watched you every time, and you're building up your face almost as a topper.
Exactly, yeah.
And then sticking it onto your built box. Just shows that whatever way our viewers want to do it, it's right. Exactly. There isn't a way. You've got to do it the way that works for you.
100%.
And if building it onto the box flat before you construct it is the right way for you, go for it. If making it as a topper, because in fact you could make some of these toppers up and just have them stored and think, oh, I'm going to make it into a box. Am I going to make it into a card whatever, then
Absolutely.
that's perfect. There is no right and no wrong way to do this.
There's not. It's about the enjoyment, Corrine. You know, as you said, there's no right, there is no wrong. You know, you can then do it completely flat, like like Lily done this morning, as you said, or because once I've built this up as a topper, I'm going to have that flat back surface. It's easy to pop on. So yeah, usually if I decorate boxes, I'll do it that other way around, as you said, decorate the lid before you construct. But for this one, it's a separate component, so you can get away with doing it separate. But let's go in. So I'm going to go in. So I've already gone in and die cut his little face there. And I've gone round with pink tulip. So I've just etched that ever so slightly with the pink tulip. And then all that I'm going to do is I'm just going to go around just that little outer edge there with my tacky glue. And what I'm also then just going to do is I'm just going to have the top of his beard kind of like tucking inwards.
Do you know, I'm seeing a gnome here.
Oh my gosh, yes, you're right. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Can you see it?
I can, yeah. Imagine a little gnome's hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. You're going to start to see other characters. You can then start to create your own additional characters if you want to. But within that one there, what I've done, die cut his beard. And this is actually, going back on the question that you asked before, all these extras that I've now cut here, Corrine, they'll just go into little packs and then I'll just take them home. And then if I have them in an upcoming show, if these last, then of course I've got these bits pre-cut, ready to go. But with the beard, Misty Morning, and then also the trim when it comes to what will be his top hat, I've gone around with the Misty Morning as well. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have a look first. So when it comes to the face, have a look, have a play.
Clever. It just pops to life, doesn't it?
It does. It really, really does elevate it to, you know, another level. So we can go in. I mean, no one, and I mean, hold on to your seat here, Charlotte. No one wants a sad Santa.
No.
But do you, even who would have thought a tiny little curve by turning it the other way, it gives it another look. Not a nice look.
His eyes look sad now. How can that? They're just little dots, aren't they? But they do.
It does.
Oh, poor Santa.
But isn't it amazing how one little half circle you die cut can then just change that appearance of the character? And then, you know, maybe we're going to see, that's Santa to me.
It is.
That is Santa to me. So before I go any further, we're going to adhere him into place. The other thing I want to do is just make sure that his glasses... Actually, I like the eyes kind of just in there.
Would you not put the glasses on first?
You can do, absolutely. You can do that. So for instance, if you come in here, position the glasses where you want, and then pop the eyes to the side just here.
You know you're going to get them...
Oh,
his eyes are falling off his face
now. His eyes
You're
falling
really making
out.
Charlotte giggle.
It's late on Saturday night. Santa's had quite a few
Pin
little
the tail
sherries.
on the donkey, we can now put the glasses on Santa.
We can then pop his glasses on. And the glasses are optional as well. You know, you don't have to then, of course, pop them on. Everything is optional.
Charlotte says if you don't put the glasses on, Santa can't see.
That is very true, Charlotte. He does wear... I do know that he wears glasses, Charlotte. There we go. Yes. For 38 years, Charlotte, I've seen Santa wearing glasses every year. Yeah. I go and sit on Santa's knee every year. Yeah. I do. Although it's a shame they're not able to do that nowadays, are they? Charlotte would, when she was younger, she would genuinely get scared that Santa's been in the house the night before. Yeah, when she gets up in the morning.
Wow.
Look at that. How cute, how fun.
Yeah.
You know, it could be a beardless Santa. He could be doing Movember, really, if you wanted to, you know. And then there he is there. Let's go in with the beard. We're going to go in. I'm going to keep that flat. Maybe you're going to come along with some of like your hook and loop. And, you know, with the kids and the fabric, all these different things. Becky, all these dies are going to be cut in your fabrics. You know, even the tiny little dots, if you're adding in your metal shim, they're going to then be able to cut through your fabrics. What I've also already done is I've cut these little circles. So these ones here, just tiny little dots. I've gone around with pink tulip once again, and we're just going to add them to the side just here. So we've got his rosy cheeks. How cute is that? Unbelievably cute. I'm then going to go in with this kind of egg shape, so this oval. And with this one, I've also gone around with our pink tulip. And this one, I'm actually going to elevate on foam pad. So we're going to have all of his face relatively flat, and then his nose, we're going to lift on a foam pad.
Oh,
and you can see how he's coming together.
Somebody, I am so giggling on this one. Lillian says, you had a spare beard, didn't you, there? Did you have a spare beard? If you put the spare beard on top of his head without the beard there, would that be Mrs. Claus?
Oh my gosh!
There you go.
We've got Mrs. Santa Claus.
Or the beard the other way round, the proper beard. No, the beard, the big round the outside would be her hair coming round the outside.
Yeah.
Yes? Do you know where I'm coming from? Look, put it on your other one. You've got the other head at the top on your mat. Bring that in. Right, there's Mrs. Claus. So you can either have her hair on the top. Look! She doesn't need a tash.
Oh my God, that is brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant.
There you go.
How cool is that? Mrs. Claus as well. Although I do really love that. Oh, that's just brilliant. I love that. So we've now got Mr. and Mrs. Claus. So cool. So cool.
This one is going to blow you away. Dina G says, Craig's pumpkin is adorable, but it makes me think I could make a turkey using the pumpkin body with a stem and leaves. So cute. There's so many. You're some clever people out there, aren't there?
So many. Oh my gosh, now he just reminds me of an additional elf from a little film. Look at that. Look at that. It's like a little hobo. Look at that, Santa the hobo. Don't know if I can get away with saying that, but I've said it now. And then let's build up. I mean, look at that. Now you're thinking, Corrine, your faux snow, of course.
Yes.
If you've got your puffy snow, that's then going to work really, really well. Let's then go in with our little foam pads on the back. So I've already die cut that one. I'm just going to make sure I've got my foam pads in that right way. So we've got Santa there.
He is he is absolutely gorgeous.
He really, really is. Oh, I'm going to have so much. Do you know something? I think these are going to be my Christmas card fronts this year.
Can you imagine? Box, Miss Santa Claus on one side and Mrs. Claus on the other. That would work, wouldn't it?
That would work. That would work really, really well. That would be so much fun. It could be auntie and uncle. It could be, you know, your mum and dad if you want it to be. You've actually also got, and I'm not even going to add these because I've got my hat a little bit further down than I planned, but your little eyebrows.
Yes.
So they're all included as well. So what I'm going to do then is let's go in. I'm going to do dot on the holly. I'm going to do one on the little trim of his hat. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up little berry dots. So you've got the little berry dots. And what Leanne and the team have done, for instance, if I bring in the little berry dots, instead of them being just all individual dies, I've clumped them together, which is a massive help. It's a huge help. And then this one, what I'm going to do is, let's go in with that one, and then just going to add that one. I'm going to cross them over, and I'm pretty happy with that corner. I think that is so cute.
That's so cute.
And now I'm going to go in. So as you were saying, you could do what Lily done this morning and just assemble it while this box was flat. But because I've now got my separate topper, it's very easy as well to come along and add this on. But there's no right and wrong way. You know, my way's not right and it's not wrong, and same with Lily. It's about you having that enjoyment, what you find the easiest doing. You know, maybe you'll find it easier to do it the way that Lily's done it. But if we come in, I'm just going to go in, manipulate him, press him into place.
There's no wrong way. I just think you've got to do what works for you.
And then look at that.
Oh, there we go. So cute.
So we've gone in. The first two demos, Corrine, we've done them in the way that they're formed within this collection, a Christmas and a Halloween. And then when we come in, pretty much probably the remaining of this show, we'll start to use them in a little bit of a different way.
Brilliant. The comments coming in, I could just get distracted so much. These are brilliant. You are just loving these. Rosalind says it looks like Santa in the cartoon Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Linda Fitzsimmons says cut the tash cut in red could be the bow in her hair. You remember when we turned the hair the other way round? And Pamela also says the same. On the Mrs. Claus, turn the tash upside down and use it as a hair bun. Put holly and berries in it. Kim Rice says, looks like one of the 7 dwarfs, Craig. But Kathy actually says he looks like Doc from Snow White. So there you go. Lots of them there. Kim says, I sure hope these ship soon. Can't wait to play. Absolutely adorable, says Laurie. You are loving these. I just think it's just so versatile. Right, I did tell you I'd give you the deal on our white multi-purpose cardstock. Now, I've only got 1 pack here. You are going to get 2 packs. You're going to get 60 sheets times 2. You're going to get 120 sheets. You're going to be paying £20 or $25, but your platinum price just down here, £16, $20. Absolutely amazing value, and this being 300 GSM is going to be fantastic for all of your boxes. Make your linen cardstock go that little bit further. And then you've seen Craig use this lots of times. Now what I've got in my hand is half the deal. Half the deal. You are going to get 2 of your 10 metre 3mm wide, 2 of your 10 metre 6mm wide, and 2 of your 10 metre by 12 millimetres wide. So you're going to get 60 metres for £13 or $28. That's £10.40, $22.40 if you are platinum. So we need to give you time to check out, because there's a few of you been still joining us, but lots of you are absolutely loving these and you can't wait for these to ship. So please watch our little video all about Club Inspire. We'll be back with you in a few minutes.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, $1 or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other, where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
Feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
Massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously, the people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Hello and welcome back. There was so much love for Craig's last demo. I just went and fetched something to put out here and I don't know where it's gone. I've lost it. Rosalind says that is so adorable. Julie Barlow says brilliant Craig. Teresa Robinson Smith says Santa and Mrs. Claus was a great idea. Either side of the box. Love this, so very cute. How fun. Thank you, Craig, says Lois. Brenda Monroe has joined us from a stormy, rainy Michigan. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. Valerie says, Craig, this is so adorable. Great samples, can't wait for mine to arrive, says Maureen Isherwood. And Kelly says, this is going to be a hard vote today and we still have an hour to go. You wait, Craig is going to be knocking it out the park. Now, we're going to go straight back into another demo with this, which is our new launch today. It's our Halloween and Christmas treat box showstoppers. 62 dies, 2 stencils and 30 sheets of your A4 linen card and linen cardstock. So absolutely brilliant on that. £60, $75 or £48.60 if you are platinum. And I'll just remind you as well, you're going to get all 3 of your Christmas sets of dies in here and all 3 of your Halloween sets in there. Now, if you do like the linen cardstock and you think to yourself, oh, 30 is not going to be enough, then add in an extra 1 of your linen cardstock. You're going to get this. It should be $14.99, and if you've been watching our shows for any time, you'll know that $14.99 is the price you would pay any day of the week. And normally, I don't think you'd get 30 sheets of your linen cardstock. This is a bumper pack. $14.99, $19.95. Put this in with your showstopper, and just for this deal, while this is your showstopper, you're going to get this second bundle. So it's not making that one half price, it's making this one half, your second one half price if you buy it in the same transaction. So your platinum price is going to go right down to £6 or $8 for another 30 sheets in all of those amazing colours that you're going to absolutely love. So we've seen our Halloween pumpkin box, we've seen a Christmas Santa Claus. What are we going to see next, Craig?
Right, let's use the spider, but then just use the spider's front on the front of a card blank. So you can see that you can absolutely do that if you want. So what I've done is I've gone in with the spider die into the brown linen. I don't know about you, but I start to see the look of, well, Charlotte's just said hedgehog. For me, it's one of the chipmunks. I just see...
It could be a child, couldn't it, with that spiky hair?
It could be, actually, yeah. But I see either Simon, Alvin or Theodore when it comes to that. What we're then going to do is I've got a little bit of black cardstock here, so we're going to go in with the mouth, the little eyeballs, and we've got the legs here. Now, the legs, what I've been doing is die cutting that 8 times, Corrine, so 4 on one side, 4 on the other.
Do we have 8 legs on a spider? Lily thought we had 6 this morning.
Well, mine's has got 8.
Yours has got 8?
Mine's has got 8 legs, yes. You know, you could have 6, you could have 8, you could have 1, you could have none if you want to. That's the great thing.
Just thinking, on the face that you've got there, the spider's body, if you took like Santa Claus's face, that round oval, you could put that on the top, couldn't you? And that would make
Yeah.
Start making it into a really good face.
It could be, and remember, because you've got the, well, you know, you've got your skin tone there, so you've got your light skin tone, you've got the brown, so maybe, you know, your mixed race, anything like that. You can start to be creative when it comes to all of these ones. Of course you could. That would be really, really fun. And then, yes, okay, you're getting 3 Christmas and then 3 of your Halloween. But yeah, once you start to get creative, and I know we keep saying that, Corrine, but it's so true. You can have fun with all of these ones here.
You really can.
What else can you come up with? You know, maybe you do have a son, maybe you've got a daughter that's got kind of that really shorter, spiky hair, you know, that just kind of then sticks out at the side. Then you can start to then, you know, have it so it's looking like then. But what we're going to go and do is we're just going to layer these ones up here. So we've got the spider webs, the quarter spider webs.
I think your mini or your midi, when you're doing things like 8 spiders' legs, is just the way to go, isn't it?
It really,
you
really
don't want
is.
to be doing a big A4 sheet for one little spider's leg.
No, definitely not. And of course, with our Gemini, you know, you can cut through multiple layers at once. You know what I'm like, though? I still like to do each layer individual because I just like to have that perfect round neat cut. If you do one layer on top of the other, they'll both cut perfectly. The top layer will be pristine. The bottom layer, it's not quite as refined. You've got that just little bit of fibrous just around the edges. So I always like to do them all individual. You know, the Gemini, the G2, the MIDI, the Goat, whatever it is, they're going to go through a number of layers at once. But that's why I do just prefer to do them individual. But then what you've got is you've got the actual spider. Let's go in with our pokey tool. So what will be our little eyeballs? We've got one of the legs. So let's have one leg. And then I've got a few others here. So I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've then also got what will be its little teeth. Now, of course, we don't want to find a spider that's got great big teeth. It's all about the character. So let's pop that one in. And then what I need to do is another one of those little ovals here, because that's going to be the larger cartoon eye. So let's pop that one back in, but let's pop the little spider web out here. You might want to then come along and use the spider web with your All Hallows Eve. Or then, of course, use these elements with your All Hallows Eve as well. And that's what I was saying on Sunday when I was on with Debbie, and certainly within the first look. I did say to you all, you will be able to see, it was all very well me saying on Sunday that a lot of the collections are all going to tie in together. Now you'll really start to see what I mean, you know, from the main collection on Monday to then, of course, your nesting dies that you had on yesterday with your fibres, of course, and the glitters. You're going to be able to use them all together. You're going to have that fun aspect. And I'm conscious of the fact that I keep saying fun, but that's exactly what you're going to have with these ones. And who's to say you're going to have fun with the kiddies? You're just going to have fun like I have. 38, and I've had an absolute blast playing with these ones. Absolute blast. So let's go in. So don't need that one, and there's that one. So then we're going to go in here. So let's take our little spider. What I am going to do is let's bring in just a little bit of Friar Brown. Now this is quite a light brown because we don't want anything strong around the edge. But even although it's a light brown, easy for me to say, it's still going to darken the edges of your brown cardstock that little bit. If you want them deeper, come along with your seal brown, maybe go in with your noir black, but that's just then just going to darken. Oh, the grey would look lovely, wouldn't it? Yeah, because that's going to darken it without actually adding any colour. So what I'm going to do is let's go and then let's start to then position them first. So we can then have a look, have a play. Oh, it's a bit scary, that one. Let's get the eyeballs in. Oh, I don't like the look of that one. No, let's go in. So I'm just going to plonk it on to start with. And then straight away, I mean, look at that.
He's gone buzz-eyed.
He has, he has. And you know what? Who's to say as well,
It still looks like a chipmunk.
Still does. Do you know what as well? You can then have fun.
Oh, yes.
Your little spy. Do you know something? My initial idea, my finished sample, Corrine, doesn't have the glasses on, but I think I'm going to leave the glasses on. I quite like that. We'll decide once I come to commit. So he will be at an angle on my card. Yeah. And then we've got the little, you know, cartoon little points and teeth that we can see there.
I can't believe the level of detail these dies take you to. It's just phenomenal, isn't it?
It really is. And for something that you can take all the time in the world, but really they're not going to take long for you to then create these ones. So, you know, you're going to be able to make loads and loads and loads. So I'm, you know, kind of happy with that layout. So let's go back in now. So what I am just going to do, just so I can get them kind of initial idea as to where I want the eyes. Let's go in. And then I would recommend, you know, and this is just my recommendation, when it comes to all of these little bits, Corrine, your tacky glue will be a great big helping hand.
It gives you time to move them as well, doesn't it, to get them in the right place?
It does. Certainly with like something like this, with the little eyes there, just to get them into the position that I want. Let's go in with our little dot there. I'm just going to pop my pokey tool in there to pick it up. And then with the tacky glue, it does give me that little bit of manoeuvrability that we can see there. I'm then just going to go in with my mouth here. And then this one, we can then pop into here. So I'm going to go a little bit of a quirky angle. And then let's go a little bit there, a little bit there. I'm then going to use my pokey tool again just to pick that one up.
Have you done those in white or silver? I can't see.
White.
White.
Yeah, just in white. But of course, you could do that. So there's his little teeth.
It just shows you that no scraps are too small, does it?
Definitely not. Definitely not. You know, we're always going to have little scraps like that. It's going to be perfect. You know, and then if you did want to add on, this just making me laugh. Easily amused, but it is funny. And then what I'm going to do within this one is let's go around, and I'm just going to add my tacky glue. So let's go with my right hand leg. So I'm just going to have a look first. And because I don't have a lot of glue on, although the glue is going to stick, no problem whatsoever. Let's say I did want to move them after, I could just prise it away.
Yeah.
But let's go in with the top and the bottom first. And then I'm going to go in with my inner two here. Hold that in.
Somebody said Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
That's Laurie, yeah.
I can see that, Laurie, yeah.
Especially if you did 3 eyes. Yeah, there is a spider.
Sure, it's been ages since I've seen Monsters Inc. But I do love Scully.
Lillian says spiders have 8 legs and some had 8. And I think she was saying then there's an eyes. So she's saying some had 8 legs or some had 8 eyes. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that one may be. Oh, a spider with 8 eyes. No. Do all spiders have 8 eyes? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. Not sure.
I'm not sure either.
Oh, Fred171, I'm going to make this one a werewolf bad hair day. I can see that.
I can see that.
But isn't it clever? It's just, you know, we've given you the tools for 6 characters, but you're all seeing so many more. Please share your images once you get them. There you go. Please share your images once you get them. And Ardeen has just said in my ear that spiders usually have 8 eyes. Didn't know. Oh, but they very rarely have good eyesight. They rely on touch, vibration, and taste.
I was just about to say the same, Charlotte. What's the point of having 8 eyes
if you can't see anything?
God, that Google's getting a good workout the day from Dean, isn't it?
Googly eyes, says Michelle, on all of these characters. The spider body would make a fluffy bear. Yeah, I can think you can see that.
Too.
Studious spider, says Gilmore. Love the glasses on the spider, says Laura. He is so cute, says Kelly. There we go. Poor Dean. He really doesn't like spiders, and we're making him look up spider backs.
I know.
It's really finding it hard.
It's I don't know if Sarah Browner that's watching today, but I know obviously in Australia they get some really big spiders, don't they?
Fred171 says, in blue it could be Cookie Monster or Groover,
Yeah.
red for Elmo or green for Oscar. There you go. Oh, Laura, thank you. My legs are itching now. She says, you could put orange on the legs like a tarantula.
Oh, no.
Put a little red on the tooth tip, says Linda. There we go. And Laurie says, Craig, this is the most adorable spider I have ever seen.
It is cute. It really is cute. And then even when it comes to the little kiddies, if they're having little Halloween parties or that, you could make these ones and then you can then just have them maybe dangling down from the roof.
Yeah.
You know, maybe if you want to use some little fabric or something like that, so you've got that softer tone to them.
I love
then
that how you stuck those on and then trimmed off the bits that hang over. It really works, doesn't it?
It does. I do like doing die cuts off the page
Yes.
or stamping off the page. I am a big fan of that. And then that pattern paper, it was 6.5 by 4.5, and then that was from our Autumn's Blessing paper pad. But if you've still got elements left over from the paper library from last year, you could use that, of course.
I bet you could get away with some of your plaid pad.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Especially your peach plaid pad.
Definitely. You know, could you actually, have I got it? Oh, I do, Corrine. I'm just thinking, because it's spider webs, that silky look, if you've got your glitter glues, you know, certainly your iridescent glitter glue, what you could then do is just go in, and I'm just kind of sketching with these ones here, nothing specific, so that it's going to then glisten in the light here. It could just be your Stay Sticky pen, and it could be your iridescent glitter, of course.
Oh, yeah, because we had some new iridescent glitter yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, I'm saying, yeah, did you? Yesterday, was there? Oh, in the lodge. Yeah, you're right enough. Yeah, I could have been using that. I'm presuming it's still in stock, just.
I think that was, yes.
And then what I've done is I've brought in my little sentiment, sending bugs, hisses, and Halloween kisses. So that one... Wishes.
That's from the All Hallows Eve collection.
Was it that one, or where did I take that from? I was thinking, you know, they're shaped. No, sending back. You know, you're right enough.
Yeah.
I was that many Halloween collections lately.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to pop that there.
And we haven't finished.
No, I know. Haven't finished yet. I was saying earlier on Sunday when. We had first look. There was many of you that were saying, "Oh my gosh, why haven't you got the acetate and the acetate, the topper pads?" But you're going to be bringing them, aren't you?
I am. 1st of September. We've got some Halloween acetate. I've not seen it yet. I've got to pick it. Hopefully, I'll get that tomorrow. He is gorgeous. One word, gorgeous. Everybody loves that.
So, you know, little treat boxes, but then of course you can pop them on the front of your cards.
That looks amazing. You are loving these. There's so many people saying these are an absolute must. I've lost whoever said that. Someone said this. Yeah, the absolute. Oh. Sue Benson, I'm not reading out your comment. Oh.
Oh no, if it's making you do that, I don't want to know what it is.
Have you ever seen the spider that carries its young on its back?
Oh no,
they look huge until the baby jumps off.
No.
Rhonda says spider plus adorable equals oxymoron. Yeah, I know, but that one is cute. That one is cute. Right, if you want that, if you want to be able to do everything and make some of the shapes that we've been saying about your teddy bears, about, you know, your Mrs. Clauses, all of those gorgeous characters, your gnomes, your dwarves, we've been seeing all sorts of shapes in there. You need this collection. This is your Halloween and Christmas treat box showstopper. 62 dies, 2 stencils and 30 sheets of A4 linen cardstock in your fall and festive colours. Today's price is £60 or $75. Now you have been collecting this one in your droves. Your platinum price today, £48, $60. Brilliant. Please make sure you get that quickly. Right, all right, I'm going to stop reading spider comments now. Are we doing spider again?
If we've got time, we will at the end.
Okay, at the end, that's
at the
okay.
end.
We might not have time. We might
No.
not have time. Right, I'm going to show you a really, really good deal on these. I said these are some of my favourite cardstocks. This is your luxury mixed cardstock. So you are going to get 24 sheets in your 12 by 12. 12 of the sheets are your encapsulated glitter. Look at that. Look at the sheen. That is amazing. It is so smooth. And can I tell you, as somebody who has, it die cuts like a dream. I've seen encapsulated glitter that's got a plastic coating over the top and you cannot die cut through it, especially not your intricate ones. This you can. Now that is white backed, but further down the pad is your 12 sheets of your silver pearlescent. Look at that. It is beautiful. And it's double-sided, so you can cut out all your sequins and everything that you want double-sided. You know, things like your spider's legs and all of that are going to look brilliant in there because it's going to be double-sided in colour. So that is your silver. Then we've got your rose gold. Now, these are $19.99 every day of the week, and that is such good value. Encapsulated and your pearlescent. And with each of these packs, look at how they matte and layer together. Isn't that colour combination just a dream? Now, if you buy the two, let's just say, for argument's sake, sparkling silver, regal rose gold, you are going to get glistening gold for absolutely free. That's the best price we like. 250 GSM. Again, you've got your encapsulated glitter in the gold, and then you've got your pearlescent. And again, look at how they matte and layer together. Absolutely brilliant. Double-sided once again. Absolutely brilliant. So instead of $39.98 or $45.90, which is your price today on your buy two, get one free, your platinum price is going right down to £31.98 or $36.72. I'm looking at that and thinking just over £10 a pad or just over $12 a pad for a 12 by 12, 24 sheets of luxury cardstock. So the other thing you've seen Craig use quite a lot today are some of his intricate tools, and this is your intricate tool bundle. Now you have got your die brush. I use this quite a lot yesterday. I found it really useful with the frames when I was cutting it out of like black card that was really holding on to the bits. The Christmas nesting dies, that's the word I was looking for. It got the bits out really well. You're going to get your spare bristles because if you are cleaning out your dies, the bristles do get a bit worn, so you're going to get the brush and the bristles. You're going to get your 3 rolls of your low tack tape, again something that you've been seeing our Craig use all day today. You're going to get 1 of your tape pens, really useful. Everything that you've been doing today would be useful. And you've seen how much today Craig has been using his pokey tool, so this is your opportunity to get a few more. This bundle should be just about £20 or just over $32, but not today. It's £14.50 or $24.50. That's absolutely brilliant, and we're going to knock that right down. If you are platinum in Club Inspire, you're going to be paying £11.60 or $19.60, which again is fantastic value. But talking of fantastic value, we've got a Craft Spooktacular sale going on, and to find out all the details for that, you need to pop over to our website. Now, there are up to 70% off, and it's off individuals and bundles. Now, I have been told there's not a lot of the bundles left. They are rapidly selling out. So go and have a look and see what you can see. Now, when you go through here, you will find some secret ghost little symbols. If you find one of those symbols, which I can't see, oh, I can see one there, look, I can see one there, look, that little ghosty. If you buy the items with the little ghost symbol, then you are going to get an extra 25 bonus points on top of what you... Oh, I can see another one, look. Why couldn't I see them in the other studio earlier? There you go. We're not going to tell you where they all are. They're all hidden throughout that Spooktacular section on our website. So go and have a look, and if you do pick one of those to go in your basket, you're going to get an extra 25 points for each of those items that you buy. Now, Craig is going to be doing some more demos in a few minutes. I'll come back with some more of your comments, but first we're going to have a quick look at our Crafters TV promotion.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Are we in trouble or are we all right? Should be coming in. Should be coming.
What does she do?
Exactly
what
how
does she do?
he looks.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
And I watch you every day, and it's just what really gets you through when you're really at rock bottom.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comforts of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people. We know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. Love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
Hello and welcome back. I was just laughing because Craig has spotted a timer on there, so he was doing Charlotte's job for her, telling us when our mics were live. Bless him. Lots and lots of love for that last spider. Absolutely gorgeous. Sue, you made me laugh. She says, I need a pokey tool locator device. I was reading that and I was like, then I realised, yeah, pokey tools. Do you know, sometimes when I'm crafting, I can have 4 pokey tools on my craft desk. Still can't find one, and then you clear up and there they all are. Anyway, you need the intricate tool bundle, so there you go. You get another 2 pokey tools. we're going to go straight into another demo with this collection. This is your Halloween Christmas treat box showstopper. Lots of you are buying it. I've just had Christine, she's bought it with extra cardstock packs as well. And some of the, she's called it the web. I think she means the filament, the fine detail filament, yes. If you want this, £60, $75 is your price today. Your platinum price is £48 or $60. Just remind you once again, I know I keep going on, but I want you to know if in the same transaction you buy extra card stock, it should be £14.99 or $19.95. You're going to get that at half price. Half price of the individual price, but you're going to be half price of the platinum price. So it's going to come out at £6 or $8 if you are platinum for an extra 30 sheets, but please make sure you put that in the same transaction. Sorry about that. I'm going to pass over to Craig while I go and cough.
Do you think I've got enough poke tools myself? Always need a poke tool. I just seem to acquire them. I say I acquire them. They are actually I have purchased them. I just don't pick them up from here, there and everywhere. But yeah, always like to have a poke tool nearby. Right, let's so that we can get 2 demos done before the end of the show. What I've done is I've got my card blank, A5 card blank, gone in with a piece of the pattern paper that we've got here. Now, when it comes to that one there, that is All Hallows collection of the paper pad.
You've got some little bats on there as well. Oh, the bats on the paper?
Yeah, it's already on the paper,
oh,
yeah.
I thought you stuck bats on.
No, you could do. You absolutely could do. And then what I've already done as well is I've just come along with one of my fancy stitched oval dies and done a little matte layer with black, created an aperture within the middle.
Lovely.
And then what I've already done, this is where I was going a moment ago, Corrine, saying I've already got my elements cut here because all that you're going to do, match the die to the cardstock that you want to cut and then run it through. So I've got all these done. I've got all my little bits already ready to go as well. So let's go and build the hat. So the purple I've just gone around with a little bit of noir black. And I've gone in and then I have added a little bit of noir black around all of them. So the little band around the hat, you know, around the little paws there, the ears, that cuff of the hat, all of that, I have added on just a little bit of noir black. And then what we can then start to do is we can then start to build our cat. And it's the cat that we're going to be building here. So let's come in with one of my poke tools. And it's handy because this set as well, because you've got the circles, the stars, you've got the moons as well. So they're going to be handy every single day of the week when it comes to crafting. You know, you're going to be able to use all of these either as they are, or if you want to come along and create your own little designer hat. I mean, if I pick these ones up into here, and we're going to randomly go in with the moon and the stars, and we're just going to position them here and here a bit. And in actual fact, I don't want that one there because that's for the paws. I just want the star and the moon in the yellow that we're just going to position. So we're going to go into place into here. We're then going to then take that one up, get that one into there. Okay,
how easy is this to bring together?
Moons together. And that's the thing, it doesn't take long whatsoever. Doesn't take long at all. And then let's go in with one more into there. You know, I'd probably position them better, but you're going to have more time than me. And then once I've got that one there, what I'm then going to do is I'm going to come in here. So I've got what's going to be kind of like the quiff base of the hat. And I'm going to come in with my white gel pen. So either use your acrylic pen, paint pen, or if you're in the Academy of Colour, your white pigment pen from there. And then all that I'm going to do is just a couple of dash lines, dash and dots, in with my white gel pen. And that's all that I'm going to do within that one there. I'm then going to come along and let's position that into place. But before we do that, let's go in with the ears. So the ears, I'm just going to go in and then I'm just going to position them into place.
The intricacy in that, I mean, it's that level of detail, isn't it?
It is. It's the level of detail, but it's that fluidity as well in the layout. So I could clearly see that the ears go in that little indentation area of the ears. So then what we can do within that one, once I'm happy with all of the elements within that part, I'm going to go in and I'm going to use my tacky glue here, just a little line at the base. That one can then sit into place just into here. I'm then going to come in with the eyes. So when I come in with the eyes, I'm just going to then kind of go in at a little angle. I'm not going to press to commit just yet because I want to just make sure that I've got them where I want first. Then I'm going to come along and then press a little harder. So for instance, that one, I'm then going to come in with these little circular dots into there. Same within that one into there.
Amazing how you add in the extra detail, they just come to life.
It does. And then wait for this. You know, that looks fab, but then come in with your little gel pen again, your white gel pen. And then actually that one I'm going to go at that side. Little white gel pen. You can see you've got that detail there. Then what I'm going to do is let's do a little drop shadow. So for this one, I'm going to go in just what will be underneath the nose. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this part first, and I'm going to then come in with my black layer. And think of all the demos that I've been doing so far. Think of all the detailed die cuts that I've done or pre-done, Corrine. How many offcuts this size are you going to have?
Yeah.
This is going to be...
all those little bits, all those little offcuts.
Yeah, this is going to be the absolute perfect collection for you to then use up all these little offcuts. Even if it's little bits of scrap white card, colour them in. You know, if you're using the classics, the chisel nib, give your cardstock a quick colour. Even your tri-blend, the bullet nib, it's not going to take long to quickly colour a little layer that size and then die cut.
Stephanie says, are you using a Xyron for your sticky bits or something else?
So yes, so this is Xyron. So this was our 3-inch Xyron that I've used within this one. At home, I use mostly what you've seen me use before, and that is the tacky glue. It's just what I've tried to do today is I've tried to mix it up a bit so that I can get through as many demos as I possibly can. Because a couple of these I actually prepped a couple of weeks ago, and then I finished them off just a couple of days ago. So that's why I jump about when it comes to different adhesives for my prep. But yeah, so these ones here, this is just using my little Xyron machine. But at home, I would then tend to use my tacky glue. But then going in there with our little whiskers that you can see there. I mean, how fab is that? I'm just going to enhance that white gel pen because I've just gone in to here. And then what we can then do is I'm then going to come along with what will be my little paws. So that one needs to go into there, and then that one is going to go into here. So let's come along with my tacky glue, and I'm just going to pop that one on, and I'm going to pop it into place there. I'm then going to come along with this next one, and then before I put the little claws on, I'm going to refer back to my card blank here. That's then going to be tucked under. So that is, yeah, I'm happy with that. So before I go along with any more of that, what I'm then going to do is I'm going to take these here. Now these equally could be your little claws, or these could be little moons. Well, these were really the moons, but I've used them as little detail claws. We're then just going to pop that one into there. We're then just going to come along and then just going to go in with that way into here, bringing in this one into there. And then I'm going to come in with this last one here. That one can then come along into there. And now I can come along That one's going to tuck underneath here. So what I'm going to do is a bit of both foam and glue. So I'm going to then pop some foam pads up into there to take into account that little bit of bulk underneath. And then for the base here, I'm just going to add a little bit of tacky glue. That one can then go in just underneath there. I'm just going to press and hold down. I'm then going to come in with my little base of the hat. This is then going to give me one layer of height within my character. That's then going to then position here.
That is just perfect.
And then I'm going to come in with this little quarter spider web. But all that I'm going to do, Corrine, is tuck that underneath the back there. I'm just going to hold, and I'm just going to have that so it's nicely free flowing. I'm then going to go in with my fuller spider web. I'm just going to do a little dot within the middle. And lots of these spider webs, whether it was the All Hallows Eve, I was at Hobby Maker yesterday with our gift bags. Whenever I use these spider webs, I tend to put a little bit of adhesive in one area and then just let the whole lot kind of naturally free flow. So the same at the bottom there. I'm just going to slightly crumple it, and then I'm going to go in with my little sentiment from All Hallows Eve. Let's take that little remaining pad that I've got here, that one, taking that one, and then just going to pop up into there, and then there we go. We've got our A5 card. So we've done it on a little 5x7 card. We've now done it at A5, framing it with an aperture, and then our Santa, and then our pumpkin in a treat box.
Absolutely gorgeous. Still lots of ideas coming through. Gilmore says, what a handsome cat. Fred171 says, in green it would be a frog. The ears would be the eyes. Yes, I can see that. And he says, what is in my tea? I don't know, but you're seeing all sorts. Laura Simmons says, you know the bit you call paws? Maybe it could be the collar of his robe.
Oh, it could be.
Look like that. Stephanie also thought it was a colour. Paws, now I see, adorable. Kelly says, Craig, as always, you brought these characters up a notch. Stephanie says, thank you, Stephanie. She said she liked my dress. That's very nice. She said it compliments you perfectly. Beautiful inside and out. That's very kind of you. Thank you, Stephanie. Do appreciate that. You Expressions by Candy says, question, could a gift card fit on the back of these cute character faces? Ooh, possibly, but you could always... what you could do is you could put one on a card and then have the gift card inside.
Yeah.
Might be a better... You didn't have to be a big card, but just a little bit bigger than a gift card, and then put it on the front. That might be a bit more of a secure way. Wow, love this card, so much details. This cat is... Oh, that was for Vanessa. Teresa, this cat is adorable. Barbara, love this card. I appreciate your tips, Craig, since I will be making cat boxes and cards for friends. Meow, kitty, kitty, how cute is this card, says Lois. Thank you, Craig.
You're
okay,
welcome.
now, Craig didn't use it in that demo. Don't know whether he's going to use it in the next one. But I wanted to show you the perfect accompaniment to your showstopper is your white multi-purpose cardstock. Wow. I've nearly run out of words. So you're going to get 2 packs of 60 sheets. So you're going to get 120 sheets in total. You're going to be saving 20% to get the price down to £20 or $25. But your platinum price, as always, is just going to be down here, £16 or $20. Absolutely perfect. It's 300 GSM. So for your boxes, this is brilliant. Somebody asked a question this morning saying, could you ship these boxes? We think you could. As long as you pack them carefully, they would travel perfectly. All of our samples come in the post from our design team, so I don't see why you can't ship them out as well. And multi-purpose cardstock is going to make that even better. So yeah, £20, $25 for 120 sheets, which is brilliant. Right, now, we've got just under 15 minutes because we need to do a vote if Craig can get the next one in. If any more comments, I'll talk while you're demoing so we can get through the comments.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely, because all that I have done, Corrine, is I've done it as I done a moment ago. So I've got them all cut out. So we're going to go in with the pumpkin and we're going to do a box for this one. Now, when it comes to the pumpkin, you can see that I've started to add shape. I've used the colour of the Tri-Blend brush, and what I've gone in is I've gone in with the 3 tones of the burnt orange. So gone in with the light, gone in with the mid, and then I've just gone and finished them off with the darker tone. So that was the Tri-Blend brush, which is the burnt orange. And what I have already done as well, all of these elements I've already die cut. So I've gone in with the brown and gone in with the leaves. I've gone in with some of the green that's the leaves, a couple of the stalks that we can see here. I've already gone in with the little banner and the buckle. So all that I need to do is then come along and then start to build up the pumpkin. So we're going to go in with the little face here.
We were asked earlier about tri-blends on these, weren't we? And
yeah.
You just proved that tri-blends work brilliantly.
Oh, they work in absolute treat. They really, really do. You know, even the real lightest tone out of the burnt orange, you can see perfectly. It's there, it's then giving you that shading, so it's enabling you to then enhance whatever you're die cutting. So don't always think, although we come along and we'll say to you things such as your Nina is going to be the perfect cardstock. Of course, that to get a lovely, lovely blend, but you can still come along with it being your alcohol pens. You can still come along and then add them to your texture cardstock. I mean, if we say your alcohol pens can be used on things such as gems and pearls and acetate and MDF, then of course they're going to go on to your other cardstock too. It's just the blend, you know, it's maybe not necessarily a seamless blend that you're going to get.
You're going to make it clear why you've done them in the faces in different places.
I am indeed, yes. It's not that it's just been a Saturday night and they're just feeling a bit iffy. We're going to have them just kind of facing slightly a different way. But then
It shows, doesn't it? This hat will look so different. You've done it in different colours and you put it on a different character, so it just comes out completely different, doesn't it?
Yeah, and we come along with the idea and the inspiration that is already on the packaging for you to then follow along through. But as we've already talked about all throughout this show here, don't worry about this excess because that's going to be covered up just shortly. All the different characters, all the different ideas that you're going to be able to make. So if you are going to be coming along and then, you know, the initial idea was the hat would work with the cat, but then of course it's going to work for the pumpkin as well. It's going to work for any of them, and that's the joyous thing.
Why am I getting Wizard of Oz vibes?
I get that, yeah.
Very Wizard of Oz.
I really do get where you're coming from on that one, yeah. I can see that.
Is that because the hat is very like the one that the Scarecrow wears?
Maybe, yeah. It could be. That could be why you're getting that
All
vibe.
of a sudden you put that on and I just thought, whether it was the colourway or what, I just thought, oh, Wizard of Oz.
But I do, it's, you know, as soon as you said Wizard of Oz, I was like, yeah, I see that. I get that vibe from it as well. And sometimes you'll make something and then you'll get a vibe of a character or, you know, a film or something like that, which is always fun. And then you can start to tie it in. You know, for instance, if you think Wizard of Oz, maybe you've got like my auntie as well. I say my auntie. If I ever say that, she always frowns at me and she's like, I'm your godmother. You know, she likes to be known as my godmother, my Auntie Jane. She is my auntie, but she's also my godmother. She loves the Wizard of Oz, absolutely loves the Wizard of Oz. So she could, you know, I could come along and theme some of these cards. If I'm given the Wizard of Oz vibes, then you can do that, of course. Match it to a family member. But all that I'm doing is now I've gone in and created that little backdrop with the leaves in the green. Then when it comes to this pumpkin here, I'm just going to go in and actually I'm going to move that one to the side there. I'm then just going to add another bit into there. What I'm then going to do is I'm just going to come along here with the little stalk, which can go into there. Let's just tilt that one to the side. Then we're going to do the same within this one here. So let's just add a nice little bit of glue. That one can go there, that one can go into there, and then just sandwiched in the middle on the outside. We're going to pop that one. We're not really going to see it on the outside, so it doesn't matter out or the front. So then there is my little pumpkins there. And then what I've got is my box lid. So it was a larger piece of cardstock. So it's 7.5 inches by 10.5. And I've scored at 1 inch all the way round. And that is been on the box lid side because it is, of course, going to be my box lid. So what I'm then going to do is then pop that one into here just now, and then let's just quickly, let's come along, let's use my tape runner. These papers are also from the Autumn Blessing. So we're just going to then pop my adhesive around. We're going to add this one on. We're going to create our little triple scene with our pumpkins in the middle. So let's bring that one, let's just layer that one on, and then I'm going to come in with this one here. Let's pop that one. And because I've got 3 of the pumpkins, although we usually say assemble the box last, but because I've got 3 of the pumpkins and I want to position them in the perfect position, I am going to come along and I'm just going to assemble the box first before I pop them on the top. I've done my layers first, but my actual pumpkins, I am just going to position into place afterwards. I've already done my box base, so I'll show you the box base. It's 9.5 inches by 12.5 inches. So that's 9.5 by 12.5, and I've scored at 2 inches. So then that's then going to give me that little bit extra depth at the bottom. And then we can then come along with our pumpkins. So one's going to be facing forward, the other 2 are going to be facing at the opposite direction. And then what we can do with this one, so let's go in with my tape. The reason I'm jumping to my tape now is because I need to top up my glue. So once again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into there. And even with my tape runner, Corrine, I'm not pressing it fully into place just yet. Just a nice little tap. So it's where I think I want it to be for now.
Lots of people coming through with the scarecrow comments.
The scarecrow.
Too, yeah.
What was it? If he only had a brain, was heart.
Oh no, that's a lion with a heart, isn't it? It's a brain, sorry, you are completely correct.
If I only had a heart, a brain, courage. Oh, courage was the lion,
Courage
wasn't it?
was the lion, yeah.
Courage was the lion.
I don't remember the songs as such, but yes. But yeah, it's definitely what the scarecrow wanted a brain, the lion wanted a heart. I don't remember what Tin Man wanted.
Oh my gosh.
What was it Tin Man wanted a heart? Oh, I can't remember.
Yeah, so the lion wanted courage.
Yeah.
Tin Man. Oh, I've done a mind blank now.
No.
Yeah.
Charlotte was talking about this with her mum just the other day. The show, isn't it? I can see why a lot of that's covered up now, but yeah, you still know it's there, don't you?
You still know it's there, yeah. You know it's there. You're still just as well to add it on. But then there we go. There's little box. So the Tin Man needs a heart. We know that one, don't we? He needs his heart. Lion needs courage.
So
the scarecrow needs brains.
There we go.
There we go. So there is our box with a triple
super cute.
Pumpkins. How cute's that?
That is absolutely adorable. Craig, you've knocked it out the park again as usual. We have a complete plethora of projects today. Very, very different. All started from that very same starting point of our showstopper. So have you got them all lined up?
I do indeed. Got them all lined up for you.
Okay, would you like to give us a count and then we can get the votes going? Because poor Susie hasn't got long to do this.
All right, 5 to choose from. So number 1 is our pumpkin treat box.
No, that's not number 1.
That's okay.
Just a minute.
There we go. See, there's that many. I'm well off the desk. Thank you, Charlotte. Number 1 is our pumpkin. Number 2 is Santa Claus. Then number 3 is our spider on our card front. Number 4 is our pussycat. And then number 5 is the pumpkins again, but within a box lid. So you've got 5 to choose from. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's what you've got to choose from.
I can't call this one. Cannot call this one. What I can call is a pesky fly that's just flown round, done 3 laps of my head and flown off again. Absolutely adorable. Everyone is loving this. Lois, Barbara, Deborah, Christine, all loving these. Ooh, fly. There you go. Can you ignore a fly? It's hard to ignore a fly.
It's hard to ignore the fly,
when it's like this far in front of your eyes. Right. If you want this, if you want to make any of Craig's creations today, there we go. That's a new show, Craig's Creations. We'll have to put that one forward. You need the Showstopper bundle. You're going to get 62 dies, 2 stencils, and 30 sheets of A4 linen cardstock. Your price today, £60 or $75. You can buy them all the items individually, £24.99 for each of the 2 sets. $14.99 for the cardstock, but everyone can see that the cheapest way to get that, so the most economical way, is in the Showstopper bundle. Your platinum price for all 3 items is £48 or $60. And I will remind you, because this is the last chance in this show, to remind you that if you are buying the Showstopper, please consider adding in the extra, so the second A4 linen cardstock as well. You'll get that if you are platinum for £6 or $8, because you get it for half your Club Inspire price. So wherever you are, you're going to get it half price. So if you're platinum, £6 or $8. So yeah, make sure you pop that in. Now, I want to quickly show you one more deal, and this is our Weekday Wonder. We mentioned this one earlier, and I think this is the perfect accompaniment to our Showstopper. It is your small die and stamp folder. We say stamps, not if you've got the magnetic sheets, you need to get the stamp sheets in here. So we're giving you the magnetic sheets for storing your dies on. You're going to get 1 folder, and you're going to get 6 in total of your magnetic sheets, 2 packs of 3. Now, you've got the really strong carry handle, you've got a white clean front, it is double stitched, and you've got the zip that comes all the way around. So it's going to open up flat. And then inside there, if I put it the right way up, which I keep doing wrong, you're going to have your die storage panels. I think you'll easily get 9, possibly 12 in here. You've got your little pockets, so you can be adding in extra little bits, projects, tape pens, glues, poker tools, whatever you wanted to. And then your dies are going to store on your magnetic sheets. I don't know where they found these dies from. This is definitely back of the cupboard dies here. Could have put all sorts on here, couldn't we? But this would be brilliant if you are buying your Showstopper. You could have one of these for all things Christmas, one of these for all things Halloween as well. £23.46 or $29.94. But look at your platinum price. It's just £18.77 or $23.95. As you know, if it is a Weekday Wonder, down there, we like that one. Double points on your order. There you go. Right, we don't have a winner just yet. So just want to remind you, if you go onto our website, you are going to see our Spooktacular event, our craft Spooktacular. Look at there. There you can see our gorgeous treat boxes on there as well. Click on that 70% off. I think both of the bits take you to the right bits. And you're going to say individuals and bundles with up to 70% savings. When you do that, have a look out for any items with a little cheeky ghost symbol on there too. And then you're going to get an extra 25 points with any one of those that you get. So absolutely brilliant. Right, we have a winner. Yeah, doesn't surprise, but yeah, I had to count up then. You've got through 5. That's pretty impressive in 2 hours, isn't it? Now, the winner of the show goes to, have you any clues?
Number 3.
For
4, the pussycat.
The pussycat wins.
Wow.
There we go. There we go.
What's new, pussycat?
There we are, loving them. Deb Sneery, love all your makes and take on these cute character boxes, Craig. Teresa, awesome demonstrations, Craig. I truly enjoy them. Well,
Thank
I've
you.
enjoyed them too. Now, that's the end of our launch day show. I don't know whether Craig might sneak one in later.
Well, I might have a couple left
He
over.
might have a couple left over, so that would be good. But otherwise, we'll be back with our beautiful beginnings later. So this is all about, we've got a couple of really good bundles. We've got our Venetian Greys, and we've got a bundle of creator cards with 71% saving on them. You need to have a look at that, and I'm sure Craig will be doing a demo with that one too. So that will be back here at 6 p.m. in the UK. That is just 1 hour's time. So that'll be, I think, 1 p.m. Eastern and 10 a.m. Pacific time. So please, please come back and join us back here at 6 p.m. We've just got time for a quick little bit of tea, cuppa, and we will then be back with you for another 2 hours of fun inspiration. I can't believe that was 2 hours. It's gone so, so quickly. So have a lovely break, and please come back and join us in an hour. See you later.